This will be for the Khan Academy assignment, mean, median, and mode. So here they are asking us, what is the mode of the following numbers? Okay, the definition of mode is the number that occurs the most often. Okay, you can have no modes or you can have more than one mode, but I think for all of these problems, there will only be one mode. And the easy way to remember mode is most often starts with an M and an O, and the first two letters of mode start with an M and an O. So just think most often when you hear mode. Okay, anyhow, from these numbers here, there's only one number 4. There's two number 5s. Okay, there's only one number 7. There's two number 10s. However, we can see that there are 3 number 8s. Okay, so since there's only two 10s and two 5s, it can't be 10, it can't be 5. So clearly 8 is the number that occurs the most often, and you just enter that number in the box. Okay, so here they ask, what is the median of the following numbers? In order to find the median, you want to put the numbers in order from least to greatest, and then you choose the middle number or the average of the middle two. Okay, if you have an odd number of values, then you will have a number in the middle. If you have an even number of values, you'll have to find the average of the middle two. So I'm going to place these numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay, the smallest number here is 3. The next smallest is 5. And next up would be 6. We have 2 6s. So make sure you write both of them. Next up is 7. Next up is 8. And the last one, or the greatest, is 9. Okay, and now you just find the number in the middle. So the easiest way is to cancel or cross out the same amount of numbers on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So clearly the number in the middle is 6. And you just enter that in the box. So like I said, because we had an odd number of values, we had a number in the middle. So here they're asking us, what is the arithmetic mean of the following numbers? Okay, so mean is basically the same as the average. So the formula for mean is to take the sum in the numerator and divide that by how many numbers you have in the denominator. Okay, so you have to count how many numbers you have, and that goes in the denominator. So the first step is the sum. Okay, so I'm going to do 8 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4. And that is divided by how many numbers we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's going to be divided by 6. Okay, adding these together, 8 and 2 is 10, plus 6 and 4 is 20, plus 1 and 1 is going to be 22. Okay, now you see this fraction is not reduced. So if you have the correct answer and you don't reduce the fraction, I believe Khan will give you a second chance before they mark it wrong. So I'm going to type 22/6. Okay, that's 22 over 6. And when I check it, it says it needs to be simplified. Okay, so the way to reduce this fraction here, these are both even numbers. So I will divide both the top and the bottom by 2. Okay, so that's going to be 11 over 3. Okay, and I can't reduce that any further, so they should accept it. So I'll type 11/3. Okay, so in this case, it has to be entered as a reduced fraction. All right, if you were to do this on the calculator and get a decimal, it's going to be a repeating decimal. So I don't think it would accept it. Okay, so one more median problem here. All right, they want to know the median of the following numbers. Let's put them in order. The lowest is 1, and there's 2 number ones. Next up is 2. Next up is 3. Next up is 4, and we have 3 number 4s. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 2 number 6s. And the greatest is 10. Okay, so you want to put them in order from least to greatest and make sure you don't skip any numbers. Now we want to find the number in the middle, if there is one. So I'll cross off 1 on each side, 1 at a time. Okay, I crossed off 4 here and 4 here. So we have to take the average of the middle 2. Okay, but of course the average of 4 and 4 is just going to be 4. In case these aren't just the same number like it is here, what you would do is add the 2 numbers and divide by 2. You'd basically find the mean of the 2 numbers that are in the middle. Okay, so that's just 8 over 2, which is just 4. All right, so like I said, for median, if you have an even number of values, you're going to have to take the average of the middle 2. But if you have an odd number of values, it's the number in the middle.